मैं वो लाइव कर रही हूँ। मैम वो लाइव कर रही हूँ मैं।
हाले दिल का अंजाम बस इतना है, तब दिल में तमन्ना थी, अब दिल ही तमन्ना।
A very good and warm morning to everyone assembled here, our honorable guests, teachers, students, and all spectators. How charming is this day where we celebrate the importance of World Heart Day and create awareness about the same. I, Simran Khan, along with Munazza Siddiqui, welcome you all to the World Heart Day celebration 2023. Without taking much of your time, I would like to request our Vice Chancellor Sir to please permit us to start the program. Thank you so much, sir. It is mark of our undying tradition to invoke the Almighty at the beginning of an important event. Like the great philosopher once said, the function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. So, I would like to call our organizing secretary, Areeb sir, for recitation of Quran.
Good morning, Assalamu alaikum. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। शुरू करते हैं अल्लाह के नाम से जो बड़ा मेहरबान निहायत रहम वाला है। रब्ब इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वाहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। तो बहुत कम वक्त है, तो मैं जल्दी से कोशिश करूँगा कि आपको एक मैसेज दिया जाए, बिकॉज इट्स वर्ल्ड हार्ट डे। तो कुरान एक किताब है, एक पाक किताब है जो हमारे नबी लास्ट प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम पर नाज़िल हुई फॉर द गाइडेंस ऑफ ह्यूमन बींग्स के सॉल्यूशंस के लिए। तो वर्ल्ड हार्ट डे की बात है। आज हम देखें बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस, डिप्रेशन रहता है, तो सब हमें गाइड करते हैं डाइट और एक्सरसाइज। तो आपने देखा होगा कि हम सभी लोग प्रे करते हैं, जितने भी रिलीजन के लोग हैं, एक पोस्चर है, सब लोग प्रे करते हैं। तो इसी तरह से एक आज के डॉक्टर्स हों, सभी हमें बोलते हैं योगा के लिए, मेडिटेशन के लिए एक एक्सरसाइज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है। तो उसी के लिए हमें नमाज दी गई है कुरान से, नमाज। और सबसे बेस्ट जो योगा का पोस्चर है, इट्स सिमिलर टू सजदा। जो सजदा का जो पोस्चर है वो सिमिलर है आपके योगा के बेस्ट पोस्चर से। ठीक, वेलकम अवर टीम मैम। तो जब हम नमाज पढ़ते हैं सिमिलर टू योगा पोस्चर, तो उससे हमारे ब्रेन का ब्लड फ्लो भी बढ़ता है, स्ट्रेस कम होता है, तो एक ध्यान हम फोकस हमारा ज़्यादा होता है। ठीक, सेकेंड चीज़, फर्स्ट चीज़ आपने देखा स्ट्रेस को कंट्रोल करने के लिए मेडिटेशन, नमाज। सेकेंड चीज़, कुरान के अंदर डाइट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। कुरान के अंदर कुछ फूड्स का जिक्र है, जैसे आपका ऑलिव ऑयल, ठीक है, इंजीर, आपकी डेट्स का जिक्र है। ठीक, तो इस तरह से आप डाइट से और एक्सरसाइज, सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है, कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं। आई होप कि मेरा मैसेज कुरान से आपको मिला। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, sir, for creating a heavenly atmosphere here. We all feel blessed indeed. I can already feel a wave of excitement rushing among the audience, and I assure you that this program shall be full of exuberance and will create some beautiful memories for all of us. It's rightly said, days are not lost when memories are created. We feel honored to have with us our chief guests for today's program, Ms. Hena Parveen, educationalist and social worker, Jamia Hamdard. I would like to request our Vice Chancellor, sir, to please hand over the bouquet to ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Next, we have our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Professor Dr. M. Afshar Alam. I would like to request Dean ma'am to please hand over the bouquet to sir. Next, we we have Dr. Rajeev Bajaj, DM Cardiologist at Batra Hospital. I would like to request our HOD sir to please hand over the bouquet. Thank you, sir. Next, we have Dr. Sohrab A. Khan, HOD of Paramedical Sciences. And Dr. Manju, Dean of School of Nursing Sciences and Allied Health. A big round of applause for all our honorable guests present here. We warmly welcome you all.
World Heart Day, a call for lifelong heart health. Remember, every heartbeat matters and together we can make a difference. To welcome is to give honor. To welcome by is to establish integrity. To embark upon this event, I would like to call Dr. Sohrab A. Khan, HOD of Paramedical Sciences, to welcome the dignitaries and address the guests.
Good morning, assalamualaikum to all. Respected chief guest, Hena ma'am, honorable Vice Chancellor sir, and renowned cardiologist of Delhi, Dr. Bajaj sir, our beloved Dean ma'am. I am privileged to welcome you all on the occasion of World Heart Day 2023. So, World Heart Day, we all know heart is a very important structure of the body, and it is our body truck which is carrying all good things to every tissues. It is supplying all nutrients, oxygen, all the required which is good for the survival of the human being. Okay. So, and it is also collecting back all the waste of the body and managing through different body system. But nowadays, if you came to know, heart cardiovascular disease is the first in world. Okay, the maximum people died because of the cardiovascular disease. It ranked first in world because of cardiovascular disease. Okay, so this is a time we should be aware about the cardiac health. We should take care of our health as well as health of our beloved one and whole community and country. So World Heart Day is celebrated to create awareness among the people about to know your heart and how can we save our heart. As Areeb told us earlier, the Quran says about the exercise and diet. Two very important components about the cardiac health. So exercise, cardiac and diet, stress, all these things if we can control. And the next one important thing is tobacco and alcohol. So if we educate people how these things are going to damage your heart, we can save millions of lives. So the purpose of this program is to create awareness among our students, especially who is a healthcare worker. So you can go to community when you are traveling in train, traveling in bus, or going in park. So you should talk to the people over there, and you have to educate them how to keep your heart healthy. And it is very simple. Some steps are very simple and which could be followed by everyone. Okay. So the purpose of this event is the same. So thank you so much, sir, for coming over here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your words and delivering such a valuable piece.
Now, I would like to call our guest of honor for today's program, Dr. Rajeev Bajaj sir, DM Cardiologist at Batra Hospital, to speak few words and enlighten us with his knowledge of great experience.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me here. I had not expected such a big crowd, so I'm feeling a bit nervous. How much time do I have?
ये program basically is for heart, and he is there to take care of heart of everyone sitting here. So sir, you have lots of time.
Okay, I'll take 15 minutes, or if it becomes longer, you can stop me also. I'd like to start with yesterday's 2nd October. One of the things Gandhi used to say was Satyameva Jayate. And when in 47 we made our freedom, we wrote a constitution we made an emblem with Ashoka pillars. Underneath we wrote Satyamev Jayate. That is our motto. Many countries have mottos of God and duty and victory, etc. We have put Satyamev Jayate. I'd like to also say something which I was just telling our chief guest. When I did MBBS, many of my teachers were from abroad. The gastroenterologist was a very senior professor who was an American. Dr. Baker, in many of his classes, would say, don't believe anything you read in a textbook till you have seen it to be true with your own eyes. And this message from him has stood by me all through my life. So some of the things that I will say to you will not be from the textbook. But they are true because I have seen them to be true with my own eyes. The message that we get is diet and exercise. The diet part we should understand better. See, the Vedas say that these diseases that we are now facing are modern diseases. They did not exist for the first 95% of the time that human beings have been on the planet. About 10,000 years ago, we learnt a new trick, and that was to grow crops. Before that, we had to find our food from natural sources, whether it was a river or a sea or a jungle or grasslands. Food had to be found. It was not grown in crops. Once we became modern, we have switched over increasingly to food coming from farms through agriculture. If you read the German medical textbooks, they say that the food that comes from the forest, or the natural food, which is not modern, which was with you for the first 95% of your family's history, was very low in glucose. So they write of the modern diseases including diabetes, weight problems, heart problems, all the common diseases that medical colleges are teaching and medical hospitals are treating, including cancers, GI problems, immunity problems, as diseases caused by eating glucose. This is not what we have been taught in the last 50 years, but when I started MBBS more than 50 years ago, these things could be found in the older textbooks. Somehow we have changed the message. The present message has increasingly become to switch over to the cheapest available foods and also to be physically active. This works very well because the glucose we eat requires exercise to use. You see, when you eat glucose, it goes into the portal vein. Some of it is stored as glycogen, and the rest goes to be stored as glycogen in the muscle. Now, the modern meal is very high in glucose. You may be eating 200-300 grams. That much you cannot keep in the body as glycogen. So what we do is we convert it into fat with the help of insulin production. And this leads to weight gain. But the muscle glycogen has to be metabolized by physical activity. So that is how exercise is helping us. So saying you must eat the cheapest food is actually politics. Every citizen should be a good citizen. He should opt for the cheapest food. But it is not science. Exercising is science to the extent that this cheapest food goes into the muscle as glycogen and needs to be metabolized before you can take your next meal. If you have bread and cornflakes, etc., whatever is available as food for breakfast, then it is all in your muscle and you are physically active, you can exhaust the supplies and then be ready for lunch. But if you have been sitting and working, then that glycogen has not been utilized. The next meal will lead to hyperinsulinemia and weight gain. There's something else that you need to understand about glucose. Why is it there in the blood at all? It is actually for phagocytosis. For those of you who are not from the medical field, it is for killing bacteria. It was never meant to be a food and it was not found in nature. Once we start eating it, we can manage because it goes to the liver and a lot of it is converted into fat. Fat used to be a calorie which was more abundant in the natural diet, because when you are in the forest you may ultimately find no vegetables to eat, you may not find the fruits that we buy from shops, these are all coming from orchards. So many times food would just be catching a fish or finding some prey. The calories would be fat. If you remember your anatomy, the fat goes directly from the intestines to the blood circulation via the thoracic duct, via the lymphatics. It is very innocuous. It can circulate in the blood without causing any damage. Glucose, on the other hand, you will remember, causes hemoglobin to become hemoglobin A1C. It glycates proteins. 3 of the 22 amino acids, glycine, arginine, histidine, they combine with glucose and get denatured. So the body is constantly under pressure to replace these proteins because they are no longer functional after they come into contact with glucose. Now, hemoglobin 6% is denatured and is not carrying oxygen. So the other 92% is doing the work. In diabetics, it is not 6, it may be 8, 10, 12. And the body keeps on making new hemoglobin in the bone marrow to replace the one which is no longer functional. But hemoglobin we can manage. What we can't manage is that your endothelial proteins will get glycated. That causes endothelial dysfunction, and that is the basis of atherosclerosis. So although we are taught cheap hard work, and this is the message for the last 60 years, I want you all to open your minds and think again of basic biology. Just as the Vedas wrote, diabetes is caused by eating glucose from rice, roti and sugar. They didn't write glucose, they wrote diabetes is caused by eating rice, roti and sugar. And it can improve if the person avoids these foods. This is not rocket science. If you are eating rice and roti, 95% is glucose. It comes into your blood and it causes the blood glucose to rise. Ultimately, this will cause insulin to rise, and this will make it possible for you to convert it into fat that causes the problem of weight gain. So I want you all to not just do what we are being told from Western textbooks. I want you to go down to basic chemistry. I want you to remember that our slogan is not to learn whatever we are taught, but Satyamed Jayate. And good health comes from a balanced diet, more of the traditional foods like dairy, poultry, without being scared of oil and ghee. Yes, we must cut down sugar, which is fructose. We should avoid just following the rules laid down by the West in the textbooks, which force us to rely mostly on glucose and cause increase in diseases. So traditional diets, nuts contain less glucose, dairy contains less glucose, oil and ghee do not contain glucose. Animal foods like eggs and yogurt and all the others do not contain glucose. So the secret to health is spending more money on your food, not believing what the Western agenda is for the countries of the world, cheap food, hard work, and starting a revolution from this room. Everybody you meet should live a long and healthy life because you advise according to chemistry and not just by the learning we get from our textbooks. Thank you very much for listening to me.
learned a lot about this important day. Moving forward, I would like to call Professor Dr. Manju Chhugani, Dean of School of Nursing Sciences and Allied Health, to address the guest and say a few words about this awareness program. Please welcome her. To our guest of honor, Dr. Rajeev Bajaj, DM Cardiologist, Batra Hospital. Thank you, sir. Next, I would request Dr. Mohammed sir, Senior Faculty Paramedical Science, to present a memento to Dean Ma'am, Professor Dr. Manju Chhugani, Dean, School of Nursing Sciences and Allied Health.
Next, I would request our Organizing Secretary Muhammad Areeb sir to present a memento to Dr. Sohrab, Head of Paramedical Sciences. Next, I would request our Honorable Vice Chancellor sir to present a memento to Dr. Muhammad Arfat, Senior Faculty Paramedical Sciences. Thank you so much, sir. Next, I would request our Vice Chancellor, sir, to present a memento to Muhammad Faraz Ahmed Mufti, Organizing Committee Member. Thank you so much, sir.
हाँ मेरे सर को नहीं मिला.
Next, I would request our Honorable Dean Ma'am to present a memento to Muhammad Areeb, Organizing Secretary, Coordinator of BSc Cardiology.
Thank you so much, everyone. We live in a world where our lives are increasingly demanding and we often neglect the warnings of our body gives us. The hustle for a career, responsibilities, ambition and the stress that comes with it together with a sedentary lifestyle puts our heart, wellness at risk. And it's high time we addressed it. Through this platform today, I want to emphasize that each one of us can play a crucial role in reducing the global risk of cardiovascular disease. Moving forward, I feel honored to call upon our chief guest for today's program, Ms. Hena, who is an educationalist and social worker, to deliver some of her precious knowledge on this day. Please give a big hand.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good morning to everyone present here. Honorable Vice Chancellor Jamia Hamdard, DM Cardiology, Batra Hospital, Dr. Rajeev Bajaj, Dean, School of Nursing and Paramedical Science, Professor Manju Chhugani, Head of the Department Paramedical Sciences, Dr. Sohrab, teachers and dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to be invited today for the program on World Heart Day. As everyone must be knowing that World Heart Day is celebrated every year on the 29th of September. The topic for World Heart Day in 2023 is Use Heart, No Heart, which serves as a reminder to people all across the world to take good care of their hearts. The message emphasizes how important it is to first understand one's own heart, because one can only love and defend what they are aware of. Healthy choices are the building blocks of a heartful and fulfilling life. Thus, the goal of the day is to break down barriers and give people the information and resources they need to take charge of their own health in a society where awareness of heart health is low and policies are either unreliable or lacking. A healthy heart is not a result of extreme measures. It is about consistent everyday choices. As the theme of the day suggests, when we know more, we can take better care of ourselves. Cardiovascular diseases are the leading cause of death worldwide. The basic cause of cardiovascular disease are poor diet, lack of exercise, smoking, and stress. The focus should be on 4 healthy habits. Eat well, move more, stop tobacco, and stress less for a healthier heart. Along with this, we have to manage 4 healthy factors. That is, managing weight, controlling cholesterol, managing blood sugar and blood pressure. Chronic stress can impact your heart as well. So one must practice relaxation techniques like meditation, following a hobby, laughing, and maintaining a positive outlook towards life. This can reduce stress and benefit your heart. A healthy heart results from consistent, common sense choices in your daily routine. Choose nutrient-rich foods, limit intake of processed and high sugar foods, and control portion sizes. Build a strong support network of friends and family as well. It can provide emotional stability, reducing risk of heart disease. A healthy life will give you the courage to face and overcome any challenges in life. World Heart Day is a reminder that good habits are your heart's best friend. So be kind to your heart. You live longer and healthier if you have a heart that beats without any complications. Make a promise that you will say no to all those things that can cause damage to your heart. In the end, I would like to celebrate this World Heart Day by committing to smile more, stress less, and pay gratitude and thanks to each heartbeat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such thoughtful words. We feel delighted to have you on board with us. Moving forward, I would like to call our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. M. Afshar Alam to enlighten us with his kind words.
Dr. Rajeev Bajaj, sir, senior consultant in Batra Hospital. Professor Manju Chhugani, Dean, Mrs. Hena Parveen, today's chief guest, and Dr. Sohrab, dear teachers and students. So my job today for National World Heart Day to preside the function. So I just give some what our experts' opinion or came. Dr. Rajeev Bajaj wonderfully quoted because today was the Gandhi Jayanti. So उसका कितनी जयंती अगर आप बच्चे हैं तो don't feel that your heart will be there. So he has wonderfully talked about the history of food because initially when the agriculture was not there, so we are totally our human life was dependent for the natural foods. So when agriculture came, there a lot of disease came up. He wonderfully talk about how you have to maintain the HB, protein and glucose because these are all related to the heart disease. So how you have to maintain your better heart. Dr. Sahab is an expert for many years in Batra Hospital Even many times we also consulted him. Professor Manju has mentioned about the value of the hard day, and he mentioned about how you have to take the food, like Government of India has decided free food this time. That is jowar, bajra and other food which earlier people think that these are the poorer food. But not necessarily you are eating burger and cheese and pizza means your heart is healthy. Not necessary. If you take a proper diet in a good day, but sometimes you, madam, as a head of the institution, I have to react. But by heart I am not reacting. But somehow we have to take work. So before coming to this time, we are discussing a lot of issues. So I am normal. This is my duty to how to take work done. So definitely because of holidays we have not celebrated on 29th September, because 29th September is a World Heart Day and this is very important day. But without heart human life is nothing. So आप खुश रहिए और लोगों को खुश रहने दीजिए. और what मैडम mentioned that कि आप लोगों को माफ़ करना जानिए. तो आप अपने दिल को भारी मत कीजिए. जो भी बात है बातचीत से आप उसको रिजॉल्व कीजिए और ज़्यादा अपने दिल पे मतलब स्ट्रेस मत डालिए. स्ट्रेस क्रिएट स्ट्रेस इज a killing force. Although I am not a doctor, but I have an interest in preventive medicine. So I mostly take a lot of Ayurveda and Unani medicine for prevention. How to prevent from your disease. Madam Hena has wonderfully mentioned about the importance of World Heart Day, and she also mentioned the basic cause of cardiovascular disease. These are poor diet and lack of exercise, smoking and stress. So we have a very good gym, but students are not going to use that gym. So please go your sports club complex, use the gym, be fit. If you are fit, your mind will fit, you will do better in your life. So in these words, I congratulate the HOD of Paramedical for arranging wonderful World Heart Day, and the Dean, of course, for starting this activity for last year also. And I'm thankful to all the students who came here and listened the words of Dr. Rajeev Bajaj, because Dr. Rajeev Bajaj is one of the best cardiologists in South Delhi. So his practical idea to maintain the heart is wonderful, because I have experience to deal with him for earlier also. I brought to my father and myself also. So after his giving tips, I follow it, and alhamdulillah from that day I never meet Dr. Rajeev Bajaj. So in these words, thank you very much for inviting me for this function. So thank you.
Thank you so for such wise words. We feel fortunate and grateful under your guidance. It is rightly said that being a winner is never an accident. Winning comes about by determination, sincere effort, and vision to see obstacles as opportunities. So, coming up with the prize distributions, our first category was quiz competition. To present the award and certificate, I would like to call our chief guest of today's program and guest of honor, Dr. Rajeev Bajaj sir, to please felicitate the winners. The first prize goes to BAOTT. Priya, Areeb, Sohrab and Niyash, please come up on the stage.
Please give them a big hand.
Congratulations to all the winners. You can take your seat. The second prize goes to optometry course.
Adnan, Almas, Sonal, Rosie, Mizan.
Please come up on the stage. Please give them a big round of applause, everyone.
A big round of applause for all the winners. Our second category for today's event was poster making competition. The first prize goes to Andalit Khan, guided by Dr. Muhammad Arafat, Senior Faculty, Medical Imaging Technology. Andalit Khan, MIT. The second prize goes to Madiha Fatima, BCLT, guided by Dr.
Muhammad Areeb, Sir, BCLT Coordinator, Paramedical Sciences.
Congratulations to all the winners.
ये लोग शायद यहाँ पे बंद करो इसे।
अगर हो जाए मैं रखते हो तो मैं बैठा दूँ, मैं 1 मिनट यहीं खड़ी हो जाओगी, कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं?
नहीं यहाँ
2 मिनट को
एक नहीं ये पकड़ना। वो आपका परफॉर्मेंस है? होगा इन लोगों का ड्रामा।
1 मिनट पकड़ो यार, ये हटवा दूँ मैं भी जाके।
नहीं मुझे अब नहीं बनाना, मुझे मुझे अब ड्रामा एंजॉय करना। अब मैं नहीं बनाऊंगा। नहीं हो गया, अब नहीं बनाऊंगा मैं। अब हाँ मैं ड्रामा एंजॉय करूंगा, कमेंट करूंगा अपने दोस्तों के साथ।
मैं किसी और को दे देता हूँ। वो इस पर लाइव है, थोड़ा यहाँ से एंगल सही आ जाएगा। आप प्लीज ऐसे होल्ड कर लोगे?
लाइव है ना?
इनसे पूछिएगा हमने फ़ोटो ली थी।
एक्सक्यूज मी, आपने हमारी फ़ोटो ली थी क्या जब हम स्टेज में थे, रिसीव कर रहे थे?
Words are
Okay,
the
okay.
expressive way to convey a
तुम्हारे
message,
लिए
but to aware people about something
लिए
what can
होगा।
be
Okay,
written
okay.
as a
Thank you.
theatrical act. Thus, to create an awareness about cardiovascular diseases, I would like to call the students of BCLT short play, Holiday.
Please give them a big round of applause, everyone.
A very pleasant morning to all of you. Today, we all are gathered here on the occasion of World Heart Day. This day is important to enlighten the awareness about the most important topic, that is cardiovascular diseases or CVDs. But the question is, what are CVDs? Why it is so important for us to know about this? CVDs are the group of diseases which affects our normal functioning of our heart and blood vessels. CVDs are also called as heart diseases. They are the premature cause of death and disability worldwide, and their cases are on rise globally. CVDs every year account 17.9 million deaths worldwide, and according to the World Health Organization, India accounts 1/5 of these diseases that are most commonly in a younger generation. Therefore, to spread awareness about cardiovascular diseases, we students of BCIT are going to perform a skit called Holiday in front of you.
स्टैंड लाना चाहिए था, स्टैंड पे रखे करते रहते जो राज ये लोग कितनी करती हैं, 12:30 होने जा रहे हैं.
So let's start the skit. The skit starts with scene 1, where a boy casually walking by a road where he found one of his friends standing near a pan stall. He then approaches him.
और बता भाई क्या लेना? भाई सिगरेट देना।
भाई चाय पियो, चाय। भाई सिगरेट क्यों पी रहा है? इससे क्या होता है पीने से?
भाई सुकून है, सुकून। तू भी पी कर देख, तू भी याद रखेगा आज इसकी दोस्ती हो।
भाई दोस्ती वो होती है जीना सिखाए, मरना नहीं।
Hi, I am COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. The man who is not here is struggling to breathe, give invitation to such a progressive disease like me. Every year, 1.5 lakh people die from COPD. It is the 6th leading cause of death worldwide, and 70% of COPD cases are caused due to smoking tobacco. If you ignore me, I can progress into more serious conditions like respiratory arrest or lungs cancer.
ज़्यादा बजाने नहीं सिखाते।
Scene 2. The scene opens up in a room where a son is being scolded by his father.
ये बुक पे लगा तो कोई तो फायदा होगा।
मंजू, जरा फिर से फेल हो गया। अब मेरी बात सुनिए, मेरी बात सुन। क्या करता है तू लाइफ में? तब देखो फेल ही होते रहता है। जिंदगी में कुछ करना है या नहीं करना? शर्मा जी के बेटे को देख, इंजीनियर बन गया है वो। तेरे से कुछ होता ही नहीं है, सिर्फ पैसा बर्बाद करने में लगा है। चुप कर, निकल जा मेरे घर से।
क्या ही मंजू भाई, कहाँ आ रहे हो? बड़े सैड लग रहे हो, क्या बात है?
कुछ नहीं भाई, कॉलेज जा रहा था।
भाई क्या हो गया है, कैसे सैड हो? कुछ हुआ है क्या?
क्या बताऊँ यार, इस सेमेस्टर में फिर से बैक आ गई है।
भाई तुम्हारा हर बार बैक आ जाती है दोबारा। कुछ करो रे भाई। भाई अपने माँ बाप के बारे में सोचो।
तुम्हें मेरे माँ बाप की टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं अपने आप देख लूँगा।
भाई तुम मेहनत कर रहे हो, आगे कुछ सोचो, उसके बारे में करना है।
The tension which you show in the first scene lead to me. Hi, I'm hypertension. You can also call me strain, trauma, elevated blood pressure, or mostly commonly stress. Hypertension is responsible for 7.6 million deaths per annum worldwide. Hypertension is affect 30% of the adult population worldwide. Your ignorance can progress me into stroke, hemorrhage, etc. Scene 3. The scene starts with two boys casually hanging out at a food stall and they are having a conversation.
वो 5 स्टॉल तो हटा लो, वो 5 स्टॉल तो हटा लो।
चल भूपेश बता, तेरे क्या लगा दूं? मोमोज खाएगा, पिज्जा खाएगा?
नहीं भाई यार, मैं जंक फूड नहीं खाता हूँ।
फिर क्या बेवकूफ बना रहा? उसी दिन देखा तो बैठ के खा रहा था। भाई अगर भाई खर्चा कर रहा, बता क्या खाया?
भाई मैं कभी कभार खा लेता हूँ, पर डेली बेसिस पे नहीं खाता। और जब भी खाता हूँ तो एक्सरसाइज और जिम जरूर करता हूँ, ताकि अपने आप को फिट रख सकूँ और जितनी कैलोरीज मैंने इंटेक करी है उसको मैं बर्न कर सकूँ। भाई मैं तो तुझे यही बोलता हूँ, एक्सरसाइज जिम किया कर रोज।
अरे योगा से कुछ नहीं होगा, ठीक है? और तू बोल रहा है जिम 1000 रुपये में जिम में करूँगा, 1000 के 10 प्लेटें मोमोज लगा दूंगा मैं। चल बता दे।
5 स्टॉल लगा रहे पता चला तीसरा के 5
मुझे दर्द हो रहा है।
Hi, if you are not familiar with me, I am coronary artery disease. The food he was consuming was high calories and cholesterol rich, which causes the blockage of arteries and buildup of extragenetic plaque resulting in CAD. Every year, up to 6 lakh people die due to CAD worldwide. And your slight lack of care can progress into ischemia, infarction, and heart failure.
ये मैं
As you have seen, a little carelessness towards our heart health can lead to the fatal circumstances. Therefore, a little care to our heart today can add days to our life tomorrow. Ensuring good diet, regular physical exercise, avoiding tobacco and alcohol, and going for regular checkup can vastly add up to our vascular health. So on this World Heart Day, we should take pledge to prioritize our heart health first and spread love and compassion to keep our heart healthy and strong. Thank you all for joining with us.
कंडीशन कुछ करेगी। कोई शर्मा गए, मेरा दर्द हो रहा है। अमानत तुम तो लेके ही बैठ गए, तुम तो लेके।
Hello everyone, I am heart failure. I am a condition that develops when a heart doesn't pump enough blood throughout the body. Yes, I am a chronic condition that can even lead to death. I can be prognosis of COPD, which affect the right side of the heart. Also, I can be the prognosis of hypertension, which increases the workload of the heart. And the last but not least, I can also be the prognosis of CAD, which affects the arteries of the heart.
Thank you everyone. Eat healthy, live healthy. Happy World Heart Day.
CAD CAD.
That was such a soulful act. Learning about CVDs and understanding its importance have never been effective than this. I hope all of you have enjoyed this mesmerizing occasion. Concluding this event, I would like to thank everyone for their cordial joining and congratulations to all the participants for their captivating performances. I would like to call our organizing secretary, Areeb sir, to deliver the vote of thanks.
एक डांस हो जाता। हाँ।
अभी मुझे भी नहीं पता है कि काफ़ी हम लोगों को कम वक्त मिला प्रिपरेशन का, बिकॉज कॉन्वोकेशन था, उसके बाद हमें अप्रूवल लेट मिला, तो हम लोगों ने जितना प्रिपेयर कर सके कोशिश की हमने अवेयर करने की, बिकॉज प्रिपरेशन का हमारे पास बहुत कम टाइम था, लेकिन हमें करना था बिकॉज इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज नाउ वी आर बिकमिंग अ ह्यूमन बीइंग्स। वाई? बिकॉज नाउ हमारे पास जो स्मार्टफोन है हम उसका इतना ओवर एक्सेसिव यूज़ कर रहे हैं कि उससे बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस और हमारा लाइफस्टाइल बहुत ख़राब हो गया। ऑनलाइन हम सारी चीज़ें कर लेते हैं, बिल पे कर देते हैं, ऑनलाइन फूड ऑर्डर कर देते हैं, कोई स्पोर्ट्स नहीं, गेमिंग, पबजी, हमारा लाइफ बिल्कुल सेडेंटरी हो गया, ना बाहर निकलना, सब चीज़ हमको एक घर में मिल रही है। तो ये बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट था इस प्रोग्राम को करना कि हम लोगों को अवेयर कर पाए, बिकॉज थीम ऑफ द वर्ल्ड हार्ट इज यूज हार्ट नो हार्ट। अपने हार्ट के बारे में आप जानिए। फ़ोन का आपको कितना लिमिटेड यूज़ करना है आपको पता होना चाहिए। आपने देखा आजकल सोशल मीडिया स्कैम इतने सारे चल रहे हैं, अभी आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस आ गया है, आप डेली जाते हो अपनी लोकेशन फ़ोन के अंदर ऑन रखते हो, आपको पता है कि लोकेशन ऑन रखना कितना डेंजरस हो सकता है आपके लिए। आपको कोई ट्रैक कर रहा हो, गर्ल्स जा रही हैं, तो बहुत ज़्यादा इंस्टाग्राम पे हम लोग हर चीज़ अपलोड करते हैं सोशल मीडिया पे, आपको नहीं पता आपको कौन ट्रैक कर रहा है, आपको कौन फॉलो कर रहा है। ओवर शेयरिंग इज डेंजरस। इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू अवेयर पीपल अबाउट हार्ट, बिकॉज हार्ट का कनेक्शन, दिल का जो आपका कनेक्शन है वो हर ऑर्गन से जुड़ा हुआ है, समझे, आपके ब्रेन से जुड़ा हुआ है। और आजकल स्ट्रेस इतना ज़्यादा हो गया है, हार्ट प्रॉब्लम्स इतनी ज़्यादा हो गई हैं, आप खुद देख सकते हैं। जो स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको पढ़ाई का प्रेशर, फाइनेंस का प्रेशर, एजुकेशन बहुत ज़्यादा महंगी हो गई है, पढ़ाई के लिए है, फिर पढ़ने के लिए आते हैं तो अलग स्ट्रेस होता है, और वो स्ट्रेस अब बनता जा रहा है डिप्रेशन। डिप्रेशन एक बीमारी बन गई है, उसको कैसे हमें टैकल करना है, आगे बढ़ना, समझे। तो यही हमारे प्रोग्राम का ऑब्जेक्टिव था कि हम लोगों को अवेयर कर पाए। हम स्टूडेंट्स को देखिए, स्टूडेंट्स हो, एम्प्लॉयज़ हो, सभी की लाइफ में जो है स्ट्रेस है, और वो डिफरेंट टाइप का है, तो उसको हमें टैकल करना है, आगे बढ़ना है, समझे। तो वोट ऑफ थैंक्स है, थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर कमिंग हियर, थैंक्स टू आवर चीफ गेस्ट मैडम एंड ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर सर, ऑलवेज supportive, our team ma'am always energetic, and our Sohrab sir, HOD Paramedical Sciences, सर ने अभी ज्वाइन किया है, और लेकिन सर के इनिशिएटिव आइडियाज़ बहुत अच्छे हैं। सबसे अच्छी बात है कि सर ने एक हमारे डिपार्टमेंट के अंदर एक पॉजिटिविटी को क्रिएट किया, स्टूडेंट को इशूज़ को एड्रेस किया, स्टूडेंट के साथ बात की। एक बहुत ज़रूरी होता है एक टीचर का, एक मेंटोर का स्टूडेंट के साथ बात करना, बिकॉज सिर्फ पढ़ाना, आके चले जाना, स्टूडेंट अपनी बात को शेयर नहीं कर सकता। जब एक टीचर का, एक हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट का, एक सीनियर फैकल्टी का एटीट्यूड ऐसा होता है तो स्टूडेंट अपनी प्रॉब्लम को लेकर जा पाते हैं, शेयर कर पाते हैं कि सर हमारी ये प्रॉब्लम है, हमें कैसे करना है। बिकॉज घर से प्रॉब्लम घर में बताएंगे तो पेरेंट्स के अलग प्रॉब्लम्स चल रहे हैं, तो स्टूडेंट्स अपने अंदर ही रखते हैं उसको। तो ऐसा एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, वर्किंग एनवायरनमेंट जहाँ पे एम्प्लॉयज़, स्टूडेंट्स सब अच्छे से काम कर सकें, एक टीम वर्क हो। थैंक यू टू आवर जजेस, गेस्ट, and last but not least our volunteers, our team, faculty का support भी बहुत important होता है कि एक टीम वर्क चले। हमारी पैरामेडिकल फैकल्टी जितने भी लोग हैं सब एक टीम बनकर काम करें और हमें इस डिपार्टमेंट को आगे लेके जाना है और बहुत आगे लेके जाना है। सिर्फ ये बिगनिंग है, सिर्फ एक ये छोटा प्रोग्राम है, हमें आगे पूरे पैरामेडिकल के लिए वर्क करना है। और जैसे होता है एक पेरेंट्स के लिए भी एक बच्चा वीक होता है तो बाकी पेरेंट्स का भी ध्यान उस पर ज़्यादा रहता है, उसकी फिक्र ज़्यादा करते हैं। अब जैसे हमारा अभी डिपार्टमेंट बढ़ रहा है आगे, जो हमारे अदर डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं, जैसे हमारा फिजियोथेरेपी डिपार्टमेंट है, हमारा ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपी है, नर्सिंग डिपार्टमेंट है, तो वो लोग हमें सपोर्ट करें, क्योंकि एक घर के अंदर जब सपोर्ट मिलती है तो वो आगे निकल पाते हैं। तो हम एक टीम है, हमारा एक एलाइड हेल्थ साइंस है जिसको हमें आगे लेके जाना है अपने डिपार्टमेंट को, अपने स्कूल ऑफ नर्सिंग साइंसेज एलाइड हेल्थ। एंड लास्ट में स्टूडेंट्स, थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू। आपके बगैर कुछ नहीं हो सकता। आप हमारी टीम हैं और आप ही आगे लेके जाएंगे इस डिपार्टमेंट को, आप ही अलग अलग फील्ड में जाएंगे। तो थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू। जो कमी रह गई हो उसके लिए हम माफ़ी चाहेंगे, जो कि बहुत कम टाइम था, हम इतना प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं थे, स्टूडेंट्स की तरफ से, वॉलंटियर्स की तरफ से, फैकल्टी की तरफ से। थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू, थैंक यू सो मच। प्लीज स्टैंड अप फॉर द नेशनल एंथम।
इसको भी करना। ये रहने दूँ, बंद कर दूँ क्या? बोलते होने के हाँ हमारा तो होगा। हाँ
अभिषेक प्लीज कम ऑन स्टेज।
एंड तो नहीं कर सकते, काम करती हूँ मैं, इसको उन्हीं से रख देती हूँ, बेस्ट एंगल डाल के रुको।
Hello. Actually, I just want to say a few words on the effort that has gone on this small skit. because छोटी भी बात अगर आपने इतने अच्छे से प्रेजेंट किया है, आई फील क्रेडिटेबल। आप लोगों को लगा कि छोटा सा स्किट में क्या इम्पैक्ट होगा, बहुत बड़ा इम्पैक्ट होता है। और ये चीज़ इम्पैक्ट सिर्फ यहाँ तक सीमित है, बहुत सारे लोगों को पता भी नहीं है कि ये क्या सारी